look at all these trains.
This is very cool.
This is fantastic.
The Walnut Creek Model Railroad Society does one thing for their members and visitors. They make them feel like children again.
My parents bought my brother a Lionel train set, and he played with it once, and then I took it over. It just was a fascination.
Robert Ferguson started coming here when he was 6 years old. Today he is still here, showing them, cleaning them, even crawling under them. It's been a love affair ever since.
Now that would be considered a long train.
He met his wife Darlene here. It is not just a marriage, but a merger.
It's a good marriage because I model Southern Pacific and she models Western Pacific.
I was a single mom, and my son liked trains. If he wanted to come down, I had to come too. And that's how I met Fergie.
Fergie is the nickname Darlene calls Robert. Members' names are significant in the society. They're on the buildings around the track. Members come from all walks of life. Ted Moreland is a retired computer programmer.
What brings us together is a love of railroad, wanting to be involved in a hobby.
And when the model train enthusiasts get together, what do? They travel by train.
This last time we caught the Starlight, rode that to San Jose, we get off, get on Caltrain, ride that up the peninsula to San Francisco. So we rode the streetcars and the cable cars, went to the cable car museum, whole day of it.
You do not have to know too much about trains to join.
Best thing that a new person in this hobby could do is find an experienced model railroader and let them tutor them.
I didn't really know all that much. I knew I liked trains, and I knew a little bit about modeling, but not all that. So I started to learn when I came down here.
And according to Ted, a member since 1975, it doesn't take long to learn the basics.
We could have somebody out running a train from a mainline cab within a few minutes. It's 2 pins that you're plugging. We have the big board. That is a schematic of the layout. It shows the division into the sections of track that we call blocks. You have no idea where your train is, but you don't have to because you don't follow the train. You have to learn to look at the big board.
The layout is called the Diablo Valley lines. It consists of the 2 sections on the main line.
The Mountain District, which is the trackage going up over the hill, and then what we call the Valley District, which is actually around the bottom of the layout.
There are freight and passenger yards, industrial district, and other areas that make the railroad stations complete. A lot of attention is paid to little details. A bridge, a small town, a dog barking at a cat. Everything looks so real here. Members who drive the trains are known as cabs.
We have up to 10 mainline cabs, so we can have 10 separate trains running on the main line, depending on how many cabs we have filled.
But the real magic happens behind the scenes.
Behind me here, this is the detection system. When a train is in a block, that fires one of these, which is a mercury relay, and that turns on the light out on the big board.
To visitors like me, it sounds so complicated. But for the members here,
It is a work of art.
visitors do not only go for the trains, they want to see the night scene. The thunder and lighting. The sunrise. Visitors come from around the world.
This is like a second home.
Anne and her son have been going to the Society's shows for 4.5 years.
Any idea of trains in general, very fun, clean, good family entertainment.
It certainly is.